inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. We have an absolute treat on tap today as two of the game's best pitchers go head-to-head, Siggy.
Yeah, and when these two are on, it's nothing short of electric, Boo. Neither of them likes to give an inch. Fierce competitors that have been dominant all season long. Will be a legit pitching duel in this one.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. And the starter for Toronto, Kevin Gausman. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. Look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
All right, first pitch coming up. Cody Bellinger stepping in now for the Yankees, and we're underway. Gausman, multi-time All-Star, 35 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2012. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Hard hit, right side. One out in the top of the first. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Well, he's one of the best on-base guys in the league right now. Top 5 in on-base percentage in the AL. Works a lot of deep counts, but what I love about it is that his teammates can feed off of those quality at-bats, and all of a sudden, that runs down the lineup. You get that pitcher out of a game a little bit earlier because of the higher pitch count.
That's out to center field. Varsho gets under it, and there's 2 away.
Batting third, the designated hitter,
Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. That one drilled left field. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. Giancarlo Stanton goes deep. Home run number 35 on the year. And the Yankees have the lead. It's 1-0. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. That pitch looked like the splitter, but normally doesn't stay that high in the zone. The bottom falls out, at least to bring it around belt level, but that one just stayed up, and with that kind of velocity, it's going to get hit really hard, as it did right there.
Up the middle. Nice grab. Over to first. Nicely done for the out. Yankees draw first blood on a solo shot. It's an early 1-0 lead. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Back here at Rogers Center. And today's starter, Luis Gil. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
To first, 1 pitch and 1 out.
Batting second.
Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience singing.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Comes up empty. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Over to Goldie. And the home first moving along quickly today. Two gone.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 outs, base is empty. George Springer now at the plate. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. 2 down, nobody on. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Blue Jays go down in order, still behind by a count of 1-0. Top of the second, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez. Dominguez matched a homer in his last game. Right side. He takes it on his own. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
High fly ball, right field. Springer moving in on this one. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there are 2 outs.
Batting seventh, the shortstop, Jose Caballero.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jose Caballero. Caballero launched a homer in his most recent game. Out towards right center field. Reaching for it, makes the catch. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho.
You know how rare a 5-homer game is, Boo? Babe Ruth never did it. Neither did Ted Williams. Henry Aaron, King Griffey Jr., Barry Bonds, or Aaron Judge. Through the first 120-odd years of MLB history, nobody had a game like that.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that's the first out.
Well, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series. So no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
In there at the knees. Strike 1. And a strike.
Ooh, Rusty Valentine umpiring behind the plate in this one. He has what you might call a tall strike zone, both at the letters and down below the knees.
Yeah, and I'm sure that helps a lot of pitchers we see today who like to work up, down, trying to change eye levels and swing paths.
Yep, exactly.
Now it's going to be Addison Barger. 2 for 8 in the series so far. This one in the air, center field. Dominguez under it. And the inning is over. So they make short work of him there. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. Yankees 1 and the Jays nothing. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. On to the 3rd inning, and stepping in for the Yankees, Ryan McMahon. Rips one to left. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Siggy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
That one fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. 1 away.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
And here comes Bellinger. Grounded out his first time up. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs. Obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back. That one on its way, and it's gone. Cody Bellinger blasts one out. That's his 3rd home run of the series. And they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
That's off the mark, and that is ball 1.
When you got a catcher like this guy with a big arm like that behind the plate, it really shuts down the running game.
2 runs across in the inning. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer. When you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary. But this type of guy shuts the running game down.
Back-to-back hits, and they were hit hard. That ups his hitting streak to lucky number 13.
The Baker's dozen, Boog, and it doesn't seem like a huge number, but anytime you get to the point where you've hit in every game for almost 2 weeks straight, that's a sign of what kind of rhythm you're in.
Here's Stanton now. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Thumbs up empty. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it's Barger. Fired to second. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now 3-0. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 0-2. Stays alive. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Here's a 1-1. Foul ball there. The 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Still able to get it there in time. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
2 down, base is empty. So up next for Toronto, Davis Schneider. 2 for 6 so far in the series.
Well, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Two down, nobody on. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Got him swinging. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. 9 straight retired here to start the game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back now in Toronto. On to the 4th. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Gausman back to work. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And there's one away.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
This one in the air, center field. Varsho settles underneath it. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman,
Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. Flied to right his first time. There's a line drive to left field. Schneider has a beat on it. Stretches out and hauls it in. Offense held in check there. And midway in the 4th, Yankees 3 and the Jays nothing. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Back at the ballpark, and in this series, it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Here's the 0-2. Good eye right there.
That's inside.
Goes down looking. Singy, here's a look at his pitch breakdown for the game.
Well, he's known for that four-seamer, Boog, and we've seen plenty of it from him today. You don't throw one pitch this much without having plenty of confidence in it. And right now, he's shutting this lineup out, so we might stick with it.
One home run shy of 200 for his career.
You know, we usually talk about bigger numbers when it comes to homers, but only about 400 major leaguers have ever hit 200 round trippers in their careers. He's putting himself in great company.
Fouled off left side. Yankees up by 3. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Liner, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the right fielder.
That ball was absolutely ripped. 111 off the bat. And I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And these are the moments we appreciate when we can look at StatCast and just see exactly what the data is. Always so much fun to see what numbers pop up.
Woo!
Swings through that.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Sets him down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Over to Goldie. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. 1 left for Toronto. They trail it here 3-0. Back here at Rogers Center. Well, Singy, we opened the show talking about just how dominant these aces have been. And today, we've seen another solid performance from both of them.
Yeah, Boog, that consistency is what makes great pitchers. Every time out, you know you're getting an elite effort.
Ball, low.
On the ground right side, Guerrero steps on the bag. 1 away here in the 5th.
Up next for the Yankees, the third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Next to hit, J.C. Escara. Back up the middle and a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
At the ball.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
The Yanks trying to break this one open. And we're at the top of the fifth. That one is absolutely belted. Could be extra bases. They're waving McMahon home. The relay to the plate. Safe.
Hey,
In comes the run from second. It's 4-zip.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Kevin Gausman makes way, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third, so looking for some help there. Back in a minute.
Now pitching.
Tommy Nance will take over here.
Huge opportunity to add on to the lead for this offense right now, but we'll see what he has to say about that. He's going to have to make some great pitches to work out of this jam, though.
Critical at bat coming up, and in steps Aaron Judge. First pitch swinging. One down, runners at second and third. Swing and a ball driven out to center. This one could be trouble. One run across. Another comes in to score. It's 6-0.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Carrying well. And that one is off the batter's eye. Wow, out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a couple more. It's 8-0.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
One down. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add a run.
Well, baseball gave us Jazz, and Jazz Chisholm Jr. gives baseballs to lucky fans with home runs like that. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Tommy Nance is done. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching.
The left-hander on now, Brendan Little.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than one hit per inning pitch so far this season.
That one laced to center and a base hit. And that's a one-out single.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Paul Goldschmidt down. In the air to left center. Schneider on his way over. And there's two down.
Up next for the Yankees, the shortstop, Jose Caballero.
Foul ball. And now the 0-1. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Up next for the Yankees,
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. He's 2 for 2. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Headed for the plate. 1 run is in. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third.
Picks himself up an RBI. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Just missed. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Next offering misses, and the count now 2-0.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. In the air, left field, and he makes the catch. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 10-zip. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Juan Yepez.
Well, these Jays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
The 0-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Strikeout number 8.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Next for the Blue Jays, the third baseman, Addison Barger.
I just think the lack of drawing any walks is an indication that they need to be a little more selective and less anxious about forcing something to happen.
Oh.
Late on that fastball. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
You know, the danger with the slider is leaving it out over the heart of the plate and getting contact on it. If you're going to miss, you want to miss towards the corners, not in the middle. Right there, he does a great job with hard break at the end. He ran it inside. Very difficult to do anything when you're tied up like that as a hitter.
2 outs, base is empty. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. He struck out swinging at his first at bat.
Strike one.
The 0-1. That's in there.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. This one in the air, right field. Way back there. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again. The 0-2. Towards first, Goldie. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far.
Someone called a paramedic. I'm on fire. We don't get together, then we all die. They ain't feeling sympathetic for the small guy.
Cody Bellinger stepping in now for the Yankees.
Cody Bellinger.
You know, these Yankees digging into their numbers. Have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Fires to first on the run, and they get the out.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands. And on the mound, they can't be feeling too comfortable either. With the way these batters are hitting the baseball, it makes it harder to come into the strike zone for fear of getting hit hard.
Now that's smacked to right center. 2 away.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Giancarlo.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Brendan Little will depart, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching
out of the bullpen for the Jays, Tyler Rogers.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton. He's already homered twice, the last one back in the 5th.
Just seems like he can't miss right now, seeing the baseball as well as anyone on the field. Now, I know the odds are against him, but who's going to bet against this guy right now? Well, you got to be careful with this guy. 2 outs, nobody on. He's looking to drive the ball really far. So if you can't get him to chase your pitch, you might just pitch around him a little bit and deal with the guy on deck if you walk him.
Two down, nobody on. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Hit hard, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
That one fouled off. Hit well, right field, way back, and gone. A 2-run shot. Home run number 20 on the year. And they add to the lead. It's 12-0.
There was a sinker up in the zone. It looked like it came out of the pitcher's hand a little bit too early. Doesn't have the velocity that good four-seam fastball does. And at the plate, he didn't miss it.
So 2 down. Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 3. Just a slow ground ball this time. Clement. And that'll do it.
Don't gas me up, seen too many folks get evaporated. Fade away with no baskets made.
Back now in Toronto. And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Strike 2.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Slings it across. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
I don't know what it looks like going through the zone for those hitters, but the swings are defensive, and that's a real indicator, along with just the other stuff you guys have noticed about how nasty he is right now.
Strike 2. Struck him out swinging. And that K brings him into double digits for the game.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Ripped to short. Over to Goldie. And that's the 3rd out. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here at Rogers Center, this lineup has been going off today. 5 homers so far as we take a look at the spray chart.
Yeah, they've been sending them out all over the yard, Boog. Doesn't seem like there's anywhere for these pitchers to hide.
In the air to left center, Jimenez should have this one. And there's 1 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Swing and a pop-up. Clement. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Yankees, the 3rd baseman, Ryan McMahon.
2 down, bases empty. There's Ryan McMahon now. 3 for 3 with 3 singles.
No matter what, when you're playing this kind of rival, take your game to another level.
And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Up next for the Yankees.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Tyler Rogers done for the day. And as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching
number 62 into the game.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Smash to the left side, and that is that. The Yanks lead one, but they lead it by a count of 12-0.
Now pitching for the
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Ryan Weathers.
Well, the ERA tells you pretty much all you need to know. Under 1. He's been fantastic coming out of the pen.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
His next home run will be the 200th in his career. It would be pretty cool to see it right here.
On the ground. Goldie takes it himself, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the right fielder, number 4, Joe Springer.
Right through there for a strike. The Blue Jays with a lot of ground to make up here at the bottom of the 7th. Next offering is fouled back. Weathers, 26 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Right through there, got him. 2 away now.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
On a line out towards center. That is the inning. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. Hasn't been their day. It's 12-0. Back now in Toronto. This offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
And that one fouled off. Oh, 1 down. Tap foul at the plate. Lined into right. Springer takes it in for the out. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Yankees, the right fielder, number 99, Aaron Jones.
The 0-1.
Oh.
The Yankees up big in this one, and we're at the top of the 8th.
Oh.
To third. Over to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Giancarlo.
2 outs, base is empty. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
Up the middle, a dive, nice stop from his backside, on the money, nice play.
Proof right there of why he's a Gold Glover. Flash that leather around and make everybody excited. Nice job to end the inning.
Now pitching for the
New pitcher for the Yankees, Jake Bird.
Oh, he's having an excellent season so far. ERA's under 2. A lot of flexibility coming out of the bullpen.
leading off for the Jays, the designated hitter, York Yankees.
That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Late with the swing there.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Here's a 1-2. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge, and the strike is overturned after review. So they've still got both their challenges. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Now he breaks his back. On the run, sends it over to first.
He's in there.
He beats it out, and the tapper turns into an infield single.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. Barger really thriving with the bat this season here at home. And there's one away. Now a throw to first.
The batter, number 22, second baseman, Ernie Lohan.
Yepes, the base runner at first with one out. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Oh, 2 now. Got him looking. Out number 2.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
Here's Andres Jimenez. Has grounded out a couple of times.
Oh.
The Jays with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
Into the outfield, base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Cut on and miss, struck him out. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Yankees 12 and the Jays nothing. All set to start the 9th in this one. So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Hard hit left side. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder, number 24, Jason Dominguez.
That's hard hit on the line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman.
So man aboard, and up next for New York, Paul Goldschmidt. Fastball for a strike at 95.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seemed to help. Never helped me.
Up the middle, Clement handles, throws to first, and they get Goldschmidt for the out.
Up next for the Yankees, the shortstop, Jose Caballero.
Little dribbler up along third, but it kicks foul. In the air, right field. And that is that. Yankees 12 and the Jays nothing. Bottom 9. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Alejandro Kirk. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Can't make contact with the sweeper. Swing and a ground ball. Over to Goldie. Yeah. 1 out, bottom of the 9th.
Well, Boog, we talked about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Jake Bird departs. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, David Bednar.
He's got some of the best swing and miss stuff going right now. He's striking out hitters at a very high rate this year, so this should be fun to watch.
Vladdy with just one more homer to reach the 200 career mark. On the ground to the left. And foul ball.
That's the ball.
One down, base is empty here in the ninth. There's a swing and a drive. Fair ball. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Up next for the Blue
Here's George
Jays,
Springer. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3.
York Springer.
Right through there for a strike. Bednar, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, and occasionally works in a splitter. McMahon to second. That's a double play. The ball game is over.
Another day, another win. I really think this team has forgotten how to lose a ball game. It's been so long since they've lost. I really don't know what else to say. They're just a can't-miss ball club right now.
12-0 your final here in this one. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
It's over, so just don't act like my love wasn't nothing. Like I wasn't the one you was holding that night till the night.